chapter 4, slok 6. Ajopi san agayatma bhutanam ishvaropi san prakritim swam adhishtaya sambhavam nyatma mayam. Although I am unborn, imperishable, and the controller of all living entities, I appear by my Yogamaya potency in my original Satchidananda Sarup. Bhavanuvada. Yesterday we read Bhavanuvada, continuing where we left off. Here, saying the following doubt may be raised. The jiva also takes bodies in various species such as devas, humans and animals, due to the activities of his subtle body, linga sharira, which cause his bondage. You, Parameshwara, do not have a subtle body. You are all pervading in the control of all principles, including kala, time, and karma action. It is said in the Shrutis that you desire to become many, Bahu Sham. I can become many. According to this statement of Shruti, you are everything in the entire universe. However, you specifically express in the Shrutis, Evam Bahutopya Aham Sambhavami. Although I appear to be everything in the universe, still I personally manifest myself. From this it is understood that you take birth only to manifest your eternal form, which is categorically distinct from the whole universe. This being the case, one may inquire, what is the nature of these bodies of yours? In response to this, Sri Bhagavan says in the second half of this sloka, Prakritim Swam Adhishtaya Sambhavam Atmamaya. If the word Prakriti is taken to indicate the external Maya Shakti, the meaning here becomes Parameshwar, the presiding controller of Prakriti, who becomes the universe with the help of his Shakti. However, this does not describe the specific nature of Sri Bhagavan. In the Sanskrit dictionary, it is said, Samsiddhi Prakritis Ime Swarupan Cha Swabhavascha. Swarup, natural form, and Swabhav, intrinsic nature, are synonymous for Samsiddhi or Prakriti. For this reason, the word Prakriti mentioned in this sloka indicates Swarup. The nature of this Swarup is Satchidananda. Srila Giridhari Swami Pad says, your Swarup is not composed of Maya Shakti, but is Satchidananda. Therefore, your Prakriti is by nature Shuddha Sattva, pure goodness. In other words, the Jiva is Para Prakriti. It is a higher nature, of higher nature. It is made of spirit. Whereas this material world, this five material elements is Apara Prakriti, mundane, the lower nature. Swam, if we accept Prakriti, according to Sri Ramanujacharya, Prakriti means Swabhav. Remaining situated in your own Swabhav, that is retaining your entire divinity, you manifest your own Sarup only by your independent will. If we accept Prakriti as Swabhav, and the use of these qualifying adjectives, that is Satchidananda Gana, Ekaras, uniformly concentrated eternity, knowledge and bliss, distinguishes between Sri Bhagavan's form and Maya. And there is a clear distinction between the Sarup of Bhagavan and his Maya Shakti. Bhagavan is Satchidananda Vigraha, whereas Maya is Apara Prakriti, shadow of the Lord's potency, shadow of the Sarup Shakti. Sri Bhagavan is situated in full possession of his divine glory. According to Sri Madhusudan Saraswati, when Bhagavan appears, he still remains situated in his own Sarup. He behaves like an embodied living entity, although there is no difference between his body and his actual self. If one raises the question, since you are eternal, when you accept indestructible forms such as Matsya and Kurma, are your past and present forms also simultaneously perceptible? In response, Bhagavan says, Atma Maya. This act is performed by my Atma Bhuta Maya, internal potency or Yoga Maya. In other words, to be able to see the Lord form. When the Lord comes into this world, then this is performed by his Sarup Shakti. And that Sarup becomes visible by everyone. Bhagavan is actually, you cannot perceive him. He is beyond the realm of mundane senses. But Krishna, when he comes into this world, he performs his pastimes. That time even demons like Chanur, Mustika, Keshi and others, they are able to see Krishna. This is all takes place by the potency of by Krishna's own potency, his Yoga Maya Shakti. This is what function of Chit Shakti. Maya Swarup is both concealed and manifested by Yoga Maya, which is the function of Chit Shakti. Although Yoga Maya is like one department of the Sarup Shakti. That Yoga Maya manifests in different ways also. I appear only with the help of this Yoga Maya who is manifesting my present Sarup and who has concealed my previous forms. Srila Sridhar Swami writes in his commentary, I appear only by my Atma Maya, the potency of complete and infallible knowledge, strength, powers, etc. Sri Ramanujacharya writes in his Bhashya, Sri Bhagavan appears by his Atma Maya, or through the potency of his own knowledge. Atma Gyan, Maya, Vayunam, Gyanam. In this context, the word Maya is a synonym for Gyan. This is also confirmed by the Sanskrit dictionary. Sri Bhagavan knows the pious and impious karma of the internal jivas only by the help of this Maya. According to Madhusudan Saraswati, it is simply Maya to apply the conception of the body and the embodied to me, Bhagavan Vasudeva, for I am transcendent to all such duality. This concept of being embodied by a body, Dehaviman, false identification of the body, attachment to the body, this cannot be applied to Bhagavan. Bhagavan has transcended all such dualities. He is always situated in his eternal Sarup, Satchidananda Sarup. Prakashika Vritti by Srila Gurudev. In the Kurma Puran it is stated, Deha Dehi Vibhagascha Neshvara Vidyate Kvachit. In regard to Sri Bhagavan, there is no distinction between the body and the embodied. Regarding the Jiva, however, the body is different from the embodied soul, meaning that his gross and subtle bodies are different from him, the Jiva Atma. This is further clarified in Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita. Deha Dehi Nama Namir Krishna Nahi Ved. Jiva Dharma Nam Deha Sarupa Vidhe. In Krishna there is no distinction between Nam and Nami, or between Deha and Dehi. That is the body and the embodied. The embodied Jiva Dharma, character and nature, name and body, however, are different from its Sarup, spiritual constitution. So the body, the material body you have now, the nature, the character that you are manifesting now is different from your true nature, your true character, which is coming from the soul. We have acquired nature, non-acquired character, called the Nisarga. It is a temporary acquired nature based on our actions and our karma. How we've been living our life has led us to this point who we are today, our nature and everything. That nature if we engage our senses, mind and body in Krishna's service, then we will attain a higher nature. Our nature will become spiritual. Bhagavan is Aja, unborn. By his own will, he accepts the shelter of his Chit Shakti in the form of Yoga Maya, and by manifesting his eternal body in this material world, he performs simple and natural pastimes, as though he is an ordinary boy. Still, his body, consisting of Satchidananda, is not covered by a gross or subtle body. The atomic Jiva, on the other hand, being overpowered by the influence of Bhagavan's Maya Shakti, accepts a subtle and gross body according to the samskar, impressions created by his previous karma. This way again he takes birth. In conclusion, Bhaktivinoda Thakur has commented that here Krishna is explaining to Arjuna Although you and I appear in this world again and again, there is a specific difference between your birth and my descent. I am Ishvara, the controller of jivas. I am Aja, without birth, and my form is immutable. I appear through the agency of my Chit Shakti, whereas the jivas take birth in this world under the influence of my Maya Shakti, which deprives them of the memory of their past lives. Due to our karma, we are forced to take birth. Jivas have to accept the subtle body as a result of their previous karma. And as a result of taking shelter of the subtle body, they have to repeatedly take birth. Because if there is a subtle body, then that to attain a gross body that fits, which represents the subtle body. So, from the subtle will come the gross. This is how it. Depending on your consciousness, you attain a body, in other words, in your next life. My appearance, however, in the deva, animal, and other forms occurs solely by my own will. Unlike the jivas, my supremely pure conscious body is not covered by a subtle and gross body. In this mundane plane, I manifest that very same maternal body which exists naturally in Vaikuntha. Someone may inquire, how is it possible for Chit Tattva, the transcendental personality, to manifest in the material world along with his realm? Now here's my response. My Yogamaya Shakti is inconceivable and consequently cannot be comprehended by human intelligence. No amount of reasoning, however clever, is able to comprehend and measure the acts performed by Yogamaya. You must understand by natural acquired knowledge that I, Bhagavan, with my inconceivable potency, am not bound by any rules governing the mundane plane. By mere will, all the entities of Vaikuntha can easily manifest their supremely pure forms in this material world. Or I can transform the complete phenomenal manifestation into Chit Sarup. In other words, all the material universe, everything under the control of Bhagavan. By the Lord's desire, his parikas, they enter into this world. And by the Lord's desire also, they leave. So these worlds are completely under the control of Bhagavan. He is Sarva Lokeshvareshvara, the ruler, the Lord of all realms. Therefore he is called Advitya. There is nothing that is not included within him. Everything is manifest from him and nothing is independent from him. Therefore he is Advitya, Advaya Gyan. He is Advaya, non-dual. My Satchidananda Vigraha, which is beyond all material laws, is indeed completely pure, even when it manifests in the material world. What doubt can there be of this? That Maya, which controls the jiva, is also my Prakriti energy. But understand that when I use the phrase my Prakriti, it refers to the Chit Shakti. Although my potency is one without a second, in my presence it is Chit Shakti. Whereas for the jivas bound by karma, it is Maya Shakti, endowed with its respective influences and various types of majestic mystic powers. Slok 7. Yada ida hiranmasya glanim bhavati bharata abhyutanam adharmasya tadatmanam sujamyaham. O Bharat, whenever there is a decline of dharma and an increase of adharma, at that time I manifest my eternally perfected form in this material world. Bhavanuvar by Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur. When does Shri Bhagavan appear? To answer this question, Bhagavan replied with this sloka beginning with Yada. Being unable to tolerate the decline of dharma and the increase of adharma, I appear for the purpose of changing or reversing the situation. According to Shripad Madhusudan Saraswati, Atmanam Sujamya means I create the body. With the help of Yoga Maya, I exhibit my Nitya Siddha Deha, my eternally perfect body, as if it were created by material nature. In each birth, in each birth, a jiva who is bound by the result of his karma takes a new body that is made from inert matter. Depending on where you take birth, that kind of body. You take body in the water or the fish, then your body is certain type. You can take birth. Birth as an insect or a worm in the earth, then your body is of a certain type. Take birth in the human, it's of a certain type. Take birth in the upper planetary system, then also the dhatus or the material elements will change. Not all the same. This body is primarily made out of earth, and fire, water, all these things. Predominantly water, this body actually, 80% with earth. But and it's suitable for where? This Prithvi, loka. If you want to go to the higher planetations, things like the sun, the moon, all these other lokas, then you cannot go in this physical body like this. You have to have a suitable body for that. More subtle body. And if you want to go to Vaikuntha, spiritual world, then you can only go there with the spiritual body, with your spirit. These 5 dhatus you have to leave behind you. Here says, in each birth, the jiva who is bound by the result of his karma takes a new body that is made from inert matter. But Shri Bhagavan, by his own will, through the agency of his Maya Shakti, deludes the asuras in such a way that they consider his body to be an object of the material creation. The Shukadeva Goswami has confirmed this in Srimad Bhagavatam 9th canto. Yada yada hi dharmasya shaya vriddhishta papmana. Yada tu Bhagavan Isha atmanam sinjate hari. Whenever there is a decline of dharma and an increase of sin, Bhagavan Shri Hari manifests himself in this world. Various acharyas have explained the word dharma used in the shloka in different ways. Sri Ramanujacharya has accepted the word dharma to mean the worship of Bhagavan. Sri Baladev Vidyabhushan has explained dharma as Shuddha Bhakti Yoga, characterized by the performance of archan, worship of Bhagavan, dhyan, meditation, and other such practices, as well as the Varnashram dharma prescribed in the Vedas. The dharma has so many meanings. You need Shuddha Bhakti Yoga, dhyan, Varnashram, dharma, everything. Bhaktivinoda Thakur has quoted Krishna as follows. The only reason for my appearance is that I desire it. I descend of my own free will. Whenever there is a decline in dharma and a prevalence of adharma, I appear of my own accord. My laws which govern the activities of this material world are unconquerable. However, in due course of time, these rules become ineffective for some undefinable and indescribable reason. Adharma becomes permanent. So when dharma becomes ineffective, then adharma becomes permanent. No one can except me to put an end to this disorder. I thus appear in this mundane plane with the assistance and dispel the decline of dharma. It is not true that I only appear in the land of Bharat, India. According to necessity, I appear by my will among devas, animals, birds, and all other species. Therefore, do not think that I do not appear among Mlecha, Antyaj, and other outcasts. So here saying, Bhagavan is saying, oh, maybe you take birth in an outcast. Mlecha, Antyaj means someone who is outside the Varnashram Dharma. Very low born. Bhagavan said, I may even appear there if I decide. All these pitiable people also accept to a degree of Dharma as their Swadharma, natural religion. So even the Antyaj and Mlecha, they have their own conception of Dharma. So they follow these different scriptures, which are palatable or understandable by them, according to their own nature. Someone who has very low nature, you cannot explain to them Bhagavatam. They will not accept. You have to actually encourage them to their level. It's something very simple for them to practice. Not everyone is on the same level. I also appear among them as Shakti Vesh Avatar, and when their religion declines. So you can see, like Shakti Vesh Avatar, who would come to mind? Who is in the lecture class? So Jesus Christ, Muhammad, they preached Dharma and they got so many followers and created so much influence in the people. This is like Shakti Vesh, empowered by Bhagavan Shakti. So they like it. But they're in what? They're in the lecture class, Antyaj class, untouchable class. But still Bhagavan even appears there, empowers his devotees, any jiva, to take on this task, take on this function of preaching Dharma. When Adharma becomes very, like for instance, when you can see both things, when before the appearance of Jesus Christ and Muhammad, there were so many unwanted practices that were going on in the name of religion. First was the Old Testament, and you had all these prophets like Moses and others, Abraham, and John the Baptist, all these people. But then slowly people were misunderstanding, there was no one to guide them. They began doing all kinds of, they began having orgies and parties, worshipping golden bull, and then liquor and all these things, meat and doing nonsense. Then Bhagavan had to punish, and then Jesus came and he preached a more one-pointed and very simple dharma in a very simple way that was very palatable and easy to accept by the people of those days. Similarly, in the time of Muhammad, before he came, there were so many unwanted practices. They were worshipping all kinds of demigods. So many different demigods, and they were killing animals and drinking alcohol and doing all unwanted illicit practices. Then he saw this is all now big picture and no one's following anything. In the name of God, this and that, they're doing all this nonsense. And then he was very strict and he preached Dharma in a way that they could all follow. He gave so many rules and regulations. Then they became a little bit, they stopped all these illicit practices, and at least they're following some kind of regulated life. Therefore, in the picture there, they're already regulated. They do namaz 5 times a day, and they follow Ramadan, and they have so many rules they follow. And Christians also, they have their own things they follow. So this is Dharma, that is, when Adharma was prevalent, then Bhagavan he comes in the form of the Shakti Vash avatars, and he can again re-establish Dharma in such a way that the people that know the religions can follow. But mostly Bhagavan he appears in this land of Bharat. But there is also in other places he has appeared. In Bharat Bhumi, people regularly perform their Swadharma in the form of Varnashram Dharma. Because of this, I make a special endeavor to establish a system of Dharma among them. For this reason, all the charming avatars, such as the Yuga avatars and the Angsa avatars, partial avatars, can be seen to manifest only in Bharat Bhumi. In places where there is no Varnashram Dharma, people cannot properly practice Nishkam Karma Yoga. Or its goal, Jnana Yoga, and its highest fruit, Bhakti Yoga. Still, anything of Bhakti which manifests among the Antyajya, outcasts, can be attributed to the silent devotional faith generated by the mercy of my Bhakta. So, we have a saying in English, good money after bad. Do a bad investment, and it's foolishness to go put more money in that bad investment. Don't waste your money in bad investment. Deposit and invest it in such a way that you will get profit from the beginning. So Bhagavan, he doesn't want to put all his, he doesn't want to invest in these regions where there is no Varnashram Dharma. The people there are simply unable to comprehend and simply unable to practice or accept what he wants to give. Therefore, he gives them whatever, he gives them something to chew on, something to them for the practice, for their adhikar. And then here in Bharat Bhumi, the land of enlightenment, the land of yogis and bhaktas and dharmic people, he sees here that everyone has a good consciousness. They are open. They are able to accept. Then Bhagavan he appears here again and again, and he invests so much time in cultivating and helping those who have that desire. Someone has no desire, and what you can help them? You can just encourage them, okay, do something little bit. Little bit you do, okay, yes, pat them on the back, very good, yes, good for you. Just don't, someone doesn't, if they have no adhikar, then what can you do? If someone has so much adhikar, then you can actually empower them and give them, help them in so much way. Shloka 8. Parittanaya sadhana vinashaya duskritam dharma sangstarpanadaya sambhavani yuga yuga. To protect my unalloyed bhaktas, annihilate the wicked, and re-establish dharma, I appear in every yuga. O Arjuna, a question may arise in your heart regarding the purpose of my appearance when the Rajatsis, Brahmatsis, and my bhaktis can rectify the decline of dharma and the increase of adharma. So they are saying, why is it necessary for me to come? Why my devotees can do this? They can protect dharma, they can establish dharma, they can maintain it. Why do I have to come? Listen to my answer. Although it is true that they can do this work, I appear in order to perform acts which are impossible for others. To explain this, I have spoken this sloka beginning with Paritranaya. Paritranaya, protecting the sadhus, refers to protecting the acutely eager hearts of my ekantic bhaktas who are suffering from the intense hankering to have my darshan. So when he says Paritranaya sadhanam, I'm going to protect the sadhus. I'm going to protect them from that deep separation that is burning them. It is making them anxious and hopeless. Seeing their condition, and Bhagavan comes and gives you darshan and protects their lives. If the gopis, they were ready to give up their life, but Krishna promised, no, I will come back. So then they were holding on to their life with this hope that he would come. So the bhaktas, without Bhagavan, and their life has no meaning. Therefore, Bhagavan, he will appear to his devotees. Just to remove that suffering, I manifest myself. Dushkrita means that I appear to annihilate Ravan, Kamsa, Keshi, and other asuras who give pain to my bhaktas and who cannot be killed by anyone else. Dharma samsthapanagtaya means that I appear to perfectly establish Paradharma, Paramadharma, the eternal Dharma, which is endowed with such characteristics as bhajan, dhyan, paricharya, service to me, and sankirtan. It is not possible for others to do this. Yoga means that I appear in every yuga or kalpa, a day of Brahma. Although I punish the miscreants, one should not suspect that I am guilty of being biased. By killing these miscreants with my own hands, I protect them from going to hell as a result of their sinful deeds. And I deliver them from material existence. You should consider this punishment to be my mercy. So even when he is killing the dushkritas, the asuras, he is actually liberated. Probably was saying this in class. Hatari Gati Dayaka. Hatari Gati Dayaka means that when Krishna kills anyone, he gives them actually liberation. More than that, actually Krishna even gives them direct service in Brajmangal sometimes also. The minimum, he will give them liberation. But Krishna, you can see throughout the Bhagavatam, he is giving Putana, Chinavarta, Agasur, so many others positioned in Brajmangal himself. This quality of Hatari Gati Dayaka, it is found in Krishna in such a way that it is not found in anyone else. Other incarnations, if they kill, they will only go to Siddha Loka, Brahma, in personal liberation. But Krishna, when he kills, he gives them personalized liberation. And even he can establish them in their sarup, give them prem. So Krishna's killing of demons, very, very sweet. So he said, Madhuram, Madhuram, Ramanam, Madhuram, Adaram, Madhuram. Galitam, Madhuram. There I said that even his killing of the demons is considered sweet. Like how did he kill Kamsa? He came into the arena and Kamsa became so fearful, he was shaking. Then Krishna, he jumped up to him and pulled him, hey, Kamsa, come here. He fell onto the ground and he left his body out of fear. Then Krishna was, hey, wake up, wake up. Uncle, why are you asleep? Krishna was, I want to talk to you. I come a long distance to be with you. Very sweet way. Krishna didn't hit him, kill him, punch him, nothing. Simply he pulled him, he fell down and he left his body out of fear. So Krishna, everything he does is very sweet, very simple. Prakashika Vritti. Sri Bhagavan establishes Varnashram Dharma by transmitting Shakti into the hearts of his permanent saintly bhaktas in the royal and brahminical orders. However, Bhagavan himself descends for three reasons: to pacify the afflictions of those bhaktas who are suffering in separation from him, to kill asuras like Kamsa who strongly oppose the sadhus and who cannot be killed by others, and to propagate the message of Shuddha Bhakti. So to protect the sadhus, to kill the miscreants, and also to preach. While defining the word avatar, Srila Jiva Goswami Pad writes, Avatarascha prakrita bhave vataranam iti. The descent of Sri Bhagavan into this material creation is called avatar. Sri Baladev Bhakti has elucidated on the same point in different words. Aprapancha prapancha vataranam kal avataraha. The descent of Bhagavan from his unmanifested eternal abode into the mundane plane is called avatar. In other words, when Bhagavan leaves his spiritual world and comes into this material world, then it is called avatar. Shri Krishna is avatari, the origin of unlimited avatars. He is therefore called Swayam Bhagavan. His avatars are of 6 types: six types of avatars. This has been described in great detail where Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur's Bhagavad Amrita Kana. If you want to hear about the different incarnations and their tattva, read Bhagavad Amrita Kana. So six types of avatars. One, Purush avatar. Purush avatar means Mahavishnu, Garbhadakasha Vishnu, and Kshirodakasha Vishnu. Guna avatar, it means Vishnu, Brahma, and Shiva. Leela avatar, three. Leela avatar is so many. Described in Bhagavad. I think first or second canto of Bhagavad, I think it describes at least 24 Leela avatars, more even. All different Leela avatars there. Special Matsya, Kurma, the Dasavatar, these are all Leela avatars. Plus many more. Therefore, Manvantar avatar. Manvantar avatar is, there are, how many Manvantars? 70 something Manvantar, they are Brahma. In 1,000 yugas, there are something 71, 70 something. So who is the Manvantar? Manu, he himself is a Manvantar avatar. One who takes inspiration of Manu, being the greater law for all mankind, who regulates all law, that position is a post. And that person becomes the Manvantar avatar. Generally, many of these avatars, their jivas were empowered. But sometimes when there is no qualified jiva, then Bhagavan himself takes the position. 5. Yuga avatar. That means the avatar in each yuga, each 4 cycle yugas, they come to establish the yuga dharma, the religious principles of that age. And 6. Shakti Vesh avatar. Shakti Vesh avatar, it can be again Bhagavan empowering his jiva or empowering his own devotees. Shakti Vesh avatars, Vyasdev is Shakti Vesh avatar. Narad Rishi also describes Shakti Vesh avatar. 4 Kumaras also described as Shakti Vesh avatar. Pitu Maharaj described as Shakti Vesh avatar. What Shakti Vesh? When you say Shakti Vesh, they get empowered by Shakti. What Shakti? Narad Rishi is empowered with Bhakti Shakti. With Vyasdev is imbued with Jnana Shakti. Pitu Maharaj is infused with Archan Shakti. 4 Kumaras, and they are all imbued or empowered by these different Shaktis, depending on what function they are to perform. These are Shakti Vesh avatars. Even Sri Bhakti Raksha Sri Goswami said, Swami Maharaj was Shakti Vesh. What Shakti? Nityananda Shakti Vesh. Shakti Nityananda Shakti. Inside of him, that's why he's also go everywhere and preach, distribute these fruits of praying for everybody. Make so many devotees. There are 4 yugas, Satya, Treta, Dwapar and Kali. In Srimad Bhagavatam 11th canto, it is stated that Krishna appears in all of them. Kritam, Treta, Dwaparam, Chakalit, Ityeshu, Keshavaha, Nana Abhidakaro, Nanaiva Vidiyate. Vidina Gyate. One day of Brahma's lifespan is called a kalpa. There are 14 manvantas. Okay, 14 manvantas in one kalpa. Okay, 14 manvantas. Then there are something 70 something manus. They are making one manvanta, there can be multiple manus. There are 1,000 several yugas, complete cycles of the 4 ages in one day of Brahma. According to the calculation of human solar years, one day of Brahma equals to 4,320,000,000 years. 360 such days make 1 year of Brahma. And Brahma lives 100 such years. That is just one day. 4,320,000,000 years. That is 1 day of Brahma. So 10 days of Brahma would be 40 billion, right? 100 days of Brahma is 400 billion. So in one year, that times that by 300, 400, it's like, it becomes then almost like 2 trillion. He's one day is like 2 trillion years or something. And his night is 2 trillion also. That's like 4 or 5 trillion years just for one day and night. No, for 1 year, sorry. This is 1 year. And then multiply by 10, 100. So it's like his lifespan is like so much, 400, 500 trillion years. Brahma's life. If you Google it and follow that Prabhupada is only because he made the calculation. Although Bhagavan kills the wicked asuras, he remains aloof from their faults. In other words, he is free from the imperfection of being biased. His killing them is only exhibition of his mercy towards them. Commenting on the sloka Ajasya Janmat Patana Shanaya, Srimad Bhagavatam 3rd canto, Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur writes, although Bhagavan is Aja, unborn, he descends to annihilate and liberate asuras who impede the path of truth. Srila Sridhar Swami has also commented in a similar manner. Lalane Tarane, Lalane Tarane, Madhu Na Karunya Yathalpake, Tadvad Eva Maheshasya Niyantur Gunadosayam. Just as an affectionate mother is not considered hard-hearted or harsh if she chastises her baby in the course of raising and caring for him, Parameshwar is also not cruel when he disciplines the jivas to bring out their good qualities and diminish their bad ones. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur has quoted Sri Krishna as follows: I established Varnashram Dharma by infusing my Shakti into the royal and Brahmanical saints who are devoted to me. However, in order to protect my Parama Bhaktas from non-devotees, there is a need for me to appear. Thus, appearing as the Yuga avatars, I protect the sadhus. By eliminating the wicked asuras, I redress the decline in Dharma. And by preaching the names of Bhakti such as Shravan and Kirtan, I establish the eternal Dharma of the Jivas. I descend in every Yuga. From this statement, one should understand that I also descend in Kali Yuga. My avatar in Kali Yuga, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, established that mostly rarely attained to Prem, the eternal Dharma, solely by the process of Naam Sankirtan. This avatar has no other purpose and is as the greatest of all avatars, he will remain concealed from the common man. My Param Bhaktas will naturally be attracted to him, and you Arjuna will realize this when you appear with me in that age. The most wonderful feature of this hidden avatar who delivers the people of Kali Yuga is that he reforms the miscreants' wicked natures by blessing them with divine love through the chanting of Naam Sankirtan, instead of completely annihilating them in the manner of his previous avatars. His previous incarnations then, Ram, Nrsimha, Varaha, they were killing and smashing the asuras, smashing their heads and killing and fighting. But Mahaprabhu is not doing this. Only through Naam Sankirtan he is delivering the jivas. Harinam is his weapon. Shloka 9. Janma karma chanaya divyam evam yo vyakti tattvataha tattva deha punar janma naitimam eti sa Arjuna. O Arjuna, my birth and activities are transcendental. One who knows this in truth does not take another birth after giving up the present body. He certainly attains me. One will only become perfect when one has understood the essence of all transcendental nature of my birth, janma and activities karma, which are endowed with the characteristics described in the previous slokas. This sloka beginning with the word janma is spoken to explain this. Sripad Ramanujacharya and Sripad Madhusudana Saraswati explain that the word divya means aprakrita, transcendental. Srila Sridhar Swami has translated as alokit, not of this material world. The material world is created by prakriti, material nature. Thus, by the word alokit, Srila Sridhar Swami Pad also implies aprakrit. Consequently, because the birth and activities of Sri Bhagavan are aprakrit and beyond the gunas, they are nitya, eternal. So Bhagavan is aprakrit, transcendental, beyond the gunas. In the Bhagavan Sandarbha, Jiva Goswami refers to this present subject in his explanation of the shloka Na vidyate yasya janma karma va. 8th canto Bhagavatam. He explains that all of this matter cannot be comprehended by logic on the strength of statement from the Vedas and Smriti. It must be accepted as being beyond reason. Thus, we cannot comprehend Krishna by our own mind. By reasoning, we cannot figure Krishna out. He is far beyond what our mind can grasp and understand. Try to grasp and realize the concept that there always existed something. We have no experience of that. We cannot relate to it. Except the only way we can relate to it is that we desire. No one desires to die. That way we can relate to it, yes. But there's no practical example of it. People they try to live on through their families, through their children. try to accomplish great feats, have their name written in history books, become great conquerors, this, that, do things. Oh, so that my family name will go on. I will live through my son. I will live through my. And then people like famous people in the world, like musicians and sportsmen, this and that, they have untimely death. And they say, oh, you may have left us, but you will live in our hearts forever. Your name will be, your glory will be sung forever. You'll always be famous like this. You are a legend forever. This, that. They always try to usually glorify them, and they try to put them in that category of existing forever. But in reality, there are so many famous people, great men and women. But what happened to them all? Who knows their names? Anything about them? Great people, famous people, even household names. But how many people know about them now? Who are they? What are they? Like when you say Einstein, everyone knows the name Einstein. And when we say Einstein, people think, oh, he was a great scientist. Many people don't know that actually he was a physicist, but he was just part of a society of physicians. And a lot of these theories and stuff are written by other people, his name was applied to them. People don't know that, but in reality that's what he was. He wasn't that. And a lot of these theories nowadays, they're not even, the scientists are rejecting these theories. So, and ultimately, this is only recent history. How many people know about him? Who his mother was, who his father was, who he looked like, this or that, what he did. You just know, okay, science, and you just know something like that, a few words, how it related to him. You go back even further then, famous people from the 19th century, who can mention people from the 19th century? Famous people, oh, a few names we can mention, but what do you really know about them? Go back to the 18th century, 17th century? What can we say? We have no connection. If their fame is not real fame, and therefore it dies out. So this desire to always exist, this is the nature of the Atma. And we want that, we can relate to that in that sense, but it's only for Bhagavan and his devotees. They are free from this cycle of birth and death. He is saying that so it cannot be comprehended by logic, Bhagavan. Only by, it is beyond reason. Only by Bhagavan's mercy can we realize anything. In this regard, it is also said in the Purush Bodhini Shruti of Piplada Shaka. Eko Deva Nitya Lil Anurakta Bhakti Hrit Antar Atma. Eternally engaged in his Leela, the one Lord in his form of Antaryami enters within the hearts of his Bhaktas. Regarding the eternality of Sri Bhagavan's Janma and Karma, detailed descriptions have been given in the Bhagavatam. After hearing my statements, such as Yo Vetti Tattvataha, 4.9, Ajopi San Abhyayatma, Gita 4.6, and Janma Karma Chame Divyam, 4.9, one who understands the eternal nature of my birth and activities with intelligence imbued with transcendence, and who is not dependent on empiricism to accept it, does not have to take birth again in this material world. Then there is Punajanmana Vidya, then there is no more rebirth. If you accept the transcendental nature of Bhagavan, you have faith in him, Bhagavan will deliver you. If you defy Bhagavan, deny his existence, then what is your proud, is your ignorance, and where you will go? You will only suffer in this world again and again. It's called stubbornness. I think it is bad. No, I am stubborn. I will not do. I will do like this only. They suffer even to the point that you have to give up their life. But no, I will not give up. This is my principles. What are these principles worth of? What is the use? Those who in truth understand the word taught in the forthcoming statement of Gita, Om Tat Sat Iti Nirdesho Brahmana Trivida Smita, to mean Brahma, do not have to take birth again after giving up their present body. Rather, it is assured that they attain me. Here Bhagavan gives a superior meaning to the phrase giving up the body. Such a person does not take another birth after giving up the body. Rather, he attains me even without giving it up. Sripad Ramanujacharya writes, all sins that impede one on the path to attain my full shelter are completely destroyed by true knowledge of my transcendental Janma and Karma. Those who have taken shelter of me, considering me to be the exclusive beloved, certainly attain me even in this very life. Therefore, by taking shelter of Bhagavan, then making him one's exclusive object, then one will attain Bhagavan even in this life. Those who by the grace of Guru and the Vaishnava realize that Sri Bhagavan accepts their transcendental birth and performs transcendental activities through the medium of his Achintya Shakti, attain eternal service to him in this very life by the mercy of his Ladini Shakti. On the contrary, those who consider the birth and activities of Sri Krishna to be mundane are overpowered by ignorance and wander in the cycle of birth and death, afflicted by the threefold miseries. Lord Brahma has also said in Srimad Bhagavatam, Tat karma divyam eva. The activities of Sri Bhagavan are indeed superhuman. Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur has clarified this point in his Bhagavatam commentary on the sloka. In reality, all of Sri Krishna's activities are transcendental. Furthermore, it is said, Na vidyate yasya chadanma karmava, na nama rupa guna dosha evava, tatapi lokapya sambhavayaya, samayatan anukalam ricchati. 8th canto of Bhagavatam. For the Lord there is no janma, birth, karma, action, na, rup, gun, dosh, fault, etc. Yet he always accepts these attributes by his maya for the creation and destruction of the material world. Maya means here is spiritual maya. Maya does not mean that he's inferior. Here maya is very synonymous for his potency, shakti. The explanation of the above shloka by Jiva Goswami is significant and can be referred in his Bhagavad Sandalpa and Kram Sandalpa. The Shrutis have described Bhagavan as Nishfal, ineffective, Niskriya, inactive, Niranjan, faultless, Nirakar, formless, Ashabdam, indescribable, Avyaya, imperishable, etc. This is only because he is beyond material qualities. In other words, that Krishna has no hand, it means he has no material hand. Because Krishna cannot see, means he has no mundane vision. He cannot walk, means he does not have mundane legs, etc. But he possesses all those things in there, spiritual counterparts, spiritual forms. Thus, in specific Shrutis such as Chandogya Upanishad, he is called Sarva Karmaha, the performer of all activities, Sarva Kamaha, the possessor of all types of desires, and Sarva Gandhaha, the possessor of all fragrances, Sarva Rasaha, the possessor of all mellows, and so on. This is corroborated in Bhagavatam. Yon anugrahartam bhajatam paramulam anama rupa bhagavan anantaha namani rupani sajanma karmari bhajasa mahyam parama prasidatu. To bestow mercy upon those who worship his lotus feet, Bhagavan, although free from material names, forms, and other attributes, accepts various transcendental forms and names through his different avatars and activities. So he has no mundane forms, but then Bhagavan, he manifests in all these unlimited different forms. Then he is acting in all these different ways. Wherever his murti, his picture is there, then Bhagavan, he is present. And therefore he can perform all the functions of all his senses through any part of his senses, through any part of his body. He's not limited in any way. Those who are bhaktas achieve Bhagavan even while living within this body. Krishna says, Yanti mam eva nirgunaha, those who are free from the gunas attain me. Bhagavad 11th canto. While commenting on this sloka, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur writes that the word laya, dissolution, is not mentioned here. This clarifies Krishna's point. Upon becoming nirgun, my bhaktas attain me even in their present body. So if you become a bhakta, then even in this body you can realize Bhagavan in your heart. But actually enter into Bhagavan Lila, you have to give up this physical body. There is Akshay Titiya, Channai Yatra, so the evening time we'll hear more from the Vaishnava. Gauramananda Hare Hare Paul Jai Shri Guru Pada Padma Ki Jai Guru Parampara Ki Jai Satchinanda Gaur Hare Ki Jai Saparishada Gaur Hare Ki Jai Channai Yatra Ki Jai Akshay Titiya Ki Jai Titi Pangali Bhakti Vrinda Ki Jai Srimad Bhagavad Gita Ki Jai Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur Padma Ananta Vaishnava Ki Jai Samaveda Bhakti Vrinda Ki Jai Gauramananda Hare